my radio. That's right, it is 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. That means, once again, it is time for Open Mic Radio. We're going to get things rolling with one from our featured guest today. Check it out. This is the Brink. All right. That's the way I like to get the show going. All right, welcome to the program. It's Open Mic Radio, Saturday, October the 15th. Glad you're with us. We do this every Saturday afternoon, well, most, from 4 to 6 p.m., live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. Today is no different. My name is Mike Hagan. I'm joined once again by kind Kurt.
Hello, Glasgow.
Kurt's bringing the theme music and some great camaraderie. We do it, though. We feature awesome local and regional music and the artists who create it, okay? Lovely fall weekend out there, and hope you're enjoying it. Kind of cooled off a little bit, but that's the way it rolls this time of year in Missouri, okay? Anyway, hope you're enjoying it. Lots to do in Columbia on the weekends, and if you're out there, give us a buzz, 573-443, what is it, 8255, and let us know what's happening, all right?
Lines are open.
Yeah, lines will be open throughout the show if you want to call and say hi, or if you want to
Operators are standing by.
Yes. And if I'd pay a fortune for your infomercial if someone would just answer my call. Okay, all right. I am looking forward to the show this afternoon. With us in the studio today, we have members of the Brink, excellent rock and roll from Columbia, Missouri. We're going to spend some time with the members of the band here in the studio. We're going to play some songs for us. We got one there just to start us off. And before we chat with them, I think we're going to probably hear another song from them, but we'll get to the band and find out a little bit about them and where they're coming from, all right? We may have a visit from my buddy Justin Hickerson. I don't know. We'll see if Justin stops by. Of course, anyone else who may, you know how it goes. The doors are open here at KOPN 401 Bernadette Drive, the new digs for KOPN, all right? Swing on by if you're in the area, or once again, give us a call, 573-443-8255, 573-443-7380. A couple more things before we get back into the music. Big thanks to TK, grooving on the one mic since 2 o'clock. Soul Sessions coming up next weekend. Check that out. Fantastic stuff that TK's been a part of for quite some time. Great rhythm and blues music and hip-hop and a whole bunch of other stuff, all right? Anyway, before TK, Morgan with the Motherland Jam. Awesome music from throughout the country, well, the continent of Africa. I think Morgan had like 14 different African nations that were represented on the show this afternoon. So anyway, great stuff from Morgan and the Motherland Jam. I got the wheel here until 6 o'clock, me and Kurt do, and then hang around afterwards for what?
Rashumba and a reggae party, man!
That's right, Rashumba and a reggae party from 6 until 8. And again, great stuff, roots rock and reggae from one of the guys who really knows it better than anyone around here, frankly. And I don't care if it's mid-Missouri or New York or anywhere else. So anyway, okay, 8 o'clock, Chris takes the helm. Till 11 o'clock, Blues on Broadway. Fantastic blues music. Keep it dialed in here, KOPN round the clock. It's your imagination station, 89.5 FM. We are streaming on the web at kopn.org. All right, last week, an awesome show. We had Matthew Crook from Dismal Niche. I don't know if you're all familiar, but check out the Columbia Experimental Music Festival. That will be November 2nd through the 6th. Amazing stuff. They're in their 7th year, and hats off to Matthew. He's really a one-man show, kind of. I mean, he has a lot of help, but man, he's really put that thing together. We also had a cool phone chat with an up-and-coming rap hip-hop artist from West Plains, Missouri. He goes by the name of Obsolete. Really good stuff from him, so keep your eyes and your ears open, okay? All right, once again, we are joined by the awesome John Lamb in the studio. John has been shooting some incredible video for us over the last few months, and if you'd actually like to see some of the stuff that has happened here on the program, performances that have happened right here in the studio, go to the website, all right? It's mikehagan.com, and click on the button that says Open Mic Radio, and you can see some of those performances that have been captured here in the studio. We're going to do it again today. Hopefully we get some quality stuff here from the videos that we shoot in the studio. So far, it's yet to disappoint, all right? Okay, subscribe to the podcast if you don't want to miss any of these shows. What else? kopn.org. Okay, for today's show, once again, we are joined by an awesome local band. They are called The Brink, and it's a pleasure to have them with us this afternoon. Let's have them introduce themselves real fast. Who do we have? Let's go from left to right over here. Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. My name is Allison Miner, and I am the lead singer for the Brink Como.
Very good. I know we got Alex in the corner here. Why don't you yell, Alex?
I'm Alex. I play the drums.
Alex is awesome. In fact, he was here with me in the studio about 3 years ago with an earlier project that he was involved with called Violence of the Violets, which is one that I sort of wish was still around. They were fantastic. So good to see you again, Alex. Over here,
I am Jackson Scheider. I play bass, sing, and rap in the band.
All right, Jackson Scheider with us. Okay, then we've got
Ryan Egan.
Hi,
I play
Ryan.
lead guitar and I sing, and I do kind of the business end.
very good Ryan on the guitar, and over here on the keyboards.
Hi, I'm Robin C. and I play keyboard.
Very good, and that's Robin with a Y-N-E.
That's right.
All right. Okay. They are the Brink, and before we get too deeply into the conversation with them, let's see if they'll play another song for us. You guys want to do one?
Of course.
Totally. Do it.
All right, very good. You're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, and I'm thrilled to have the Brink with us in the studio this afternoon. They're going to do another one for us here, and we'll just let them do it. Hit it, you guys, whenever you're ready.
Wanna see me leave? You had to watch me go. Now you're calling me a number I used to know. Held on a long time. What a waste. Your audacity. Say you want me back. The wolves are at the door. Can't take it anymore. It's time to leave for sure. I said it's time to say goodbye. Let go of your try. See this flower die. Let it all bleed out. It's water for the weeds now. It's water for the weeds now. It's water for the weeds now. Let it all bleed out.
And let it all. I had a dream about you. I'm making sure that you're okay. I didn't need to call you, but ignoring me so vague. And I know I wasted time to say I want you back. It's getting hard to breathe now. I care for you, I mean that. The wolves are at the door. I can't take it anymore. It's time to leave for sure. I said it's time to say goodbye. Let go of your try to see this flower die. And let it all bleed out. It's water for the weeds now.
It's water for the weeds now. It's water for the weeds now. Let it all bleed out. Let it all.
And how it felt to lose you hurt more than when I fell. There's nothing left to feel. Them bones dry down here in hell. I'm growing older by the minute, with no water left to cry, and planted somewhere else for now until we say goodbye. Yeah. So let go of your try to see this flower die. Let it all bleed out. It's water for the weeds now. It's water for the weeds now.
It's water for the weeds now.
Let it all bleed out. Let it all bleed out. Ooh, yeah. Let it all bleed out. Let it all bleed out. Let it all bleed out.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Thank you very, very much for that. Let us now find out what we just heard. Allie, what was that?
That is our original called Water for the Weeds, and Jackson and I wrote that song together and sing it as a duet.
I guess you do. All right. Very nice. Let's start with a little background. Where are you from, Allison?
I grew up in really small town Illinois. I graduated with like 20 classmates.
Okay.
Grew up on a farm town and decided to move to Columbia to get my bachelor's degree at Mizzou.
Went to Mizzou. Mm-hmm. And are you still there? Or I guess it's really not a relevant question, but
I graduated in May.
Okay,
Yeah.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind me asking what you studied?
Yeah, I was a film production major.
Interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we've got our resident videographer giving her the heads up and the hats off. So, all right, very cool. How'd you get into music?
I've always really liked music my entire life. The only issue is I had a lot of stage fright most of my life as well. So I didn't start singing publicly until I was 18 years old. And I came to Mizzou, and I really wanted to get involved in music. I just didn't know anyone that was also involved in music until I met Ryan, and it kind of just kicked off from there, and he asked me to join.
Okay.
So.
Do you have music in your genetic background, parents, grandparents?
Yeah,
all that
my
kind of stuff?
grandmother's an excellent vocalist, so I got that from her.
Okay, very good. Okay, Alex, for the people who don't remember you from a few years back, what brings you here today? You're a Columbia native, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, born and raised Columbia, lived here my whole 21 years.
All right, okay. And you've been playing the drums for quite a while now?
I'd say, I think it's 13 years now.
I'll be
just
darned.
about, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's been quite a bit.
All right, and a little bit about your musical background for people who aren't familiar. Do you get it honest as well? Parents background like that?
My mom, amazing vocalist. My older sister's amazing vocalist. She plays guitar. Same with my little sister. And my grandma.
Are they band players as well, or
they
just do it
they're
for fun?
choir girls, you know.
I
but
gotcha.
They're amazing, talented. But my mom's side of the family is all musician. They play bass, guitar, sing, drums, keyboard, all of it.
Do you play anything other than the drums?
I can play a little bit of guitar and bass.
Uh-huh.
I know the very basics. I can play chords basically.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, Jackson, how about you? Grab that mic, man.
Sure. Just pull it. Yeah. Cool.
Right.
So
Just grab that.
don't be shy.
That's right.
When I was young, like maybe third grade, I think my brother was in fifth grade, my dad got me into guitar lessons. I stayed in it for about a month, mostly because of rampant ADD. Couldn't sit down and practice for any length of time, and my parents were like, well, we're going to stop wasting our money on that. My brother stuck with it a little bit longer, and so initially he maybe showed a little more promise, but he gave up. Sixth grade, I started playing trumpet. I went from being the worst trumpet player in the band, from basically having no musical experience, to being the second best in the band because I practiced every day. So that was cool. I wish I had.
It actually
doing
works,
band.
that practice thing, by the way.
Yeah, very helpful
Crazy.
with anything.
I know some people don't believe it, but really it does. It does work, yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, amazing. And are you from around these parts?
No, I'm from Alton, Illinois.
Alton,
So,
Illinois. I
go
remember
Redbirds.
the water tower. Right, everybody sees the Alton water tower and they're driving on 55 or 57 or whatever it is.
So the one that I always get is either Fast Eddie's Bon Air, advertised by Mike Shannon on Cardinals Radio. Everybody's like, yeah, Fast Eddie's. Or the Pie Saw Bird. And we have Robert Wadlow, who is the tallest person ever. Is from Alton. He's 8 foot 11 and a half inches or
Wow.
something like that. Alton Giant. Alton Giant. Yeah, he wore a size 37 shoe. I learned that in third grade. They taught us a song, and I remember it.
The Alton claim to fame, the Giant. All right. What about musical background? Did you say anything about that yet? Maybe you did.
Yeah. So I was going through the story, maybe a little too slow for everyone's liking.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, did he just say that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so I gave up trumpet. I wish I hadn't done that. I thought it wasn't cool. Now I play in a band. It's really cool. So I was totally wrong about that. But I started really playing guitar when I was a freshman in high school. And I've been playing guitar since. And I've had a bass for a few years and played it a bit. But it wasn't really until about a year and a little more than a year ago, that we were like, we need a bass player for this band. So I've practiced bass every day since, just like I practiced trumpet when I initially picked it up. And that is my canned musical background.
All right, very good. Now, Ryan, we've got Ryan on the guitar here.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna move this.
Yeah,
like
for
that.
sure.
I'll put it back. But yeah.
Little bit about your background. Are you from you Columbia native? It seems like all you guys kind of came in from different parts.
Yeah, so I'm not a Columbia native. I'm actually from St. Louis.
Okay.
I'm over in the Baldwin area. And yeah, I've been playing guitar for quite a bit. I'm just here as a student. I'm a junior right now.
At Mizzou?
At Mizzou, yep.
Okay.
And I'm studying mechanical engineering during the day, and I'm a rock star in my favorite band with my family. I like to call them family.
Hey, I'm telling you, for a successful band, it needs to be like that, basically.
It usually is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
very good. What's your background playing? Did you just pick it up on your own? You're self-taught? Did you ever have lessons? You got it in the family?
I got my first guitar when I was 8. I was a little kid, and I was like, "That's a cool instrument. I want that," And then I grew up. My grandfather got me. I started at 8 years old. He got me for Christmas a Bud Light electric guitar and a Budweiser acoustic.
That's true. I've seen it.
So I was begging for trouble when I got started.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Yeah. Taken 8 years of lessons and been playing for coming up on 12 years, if not 12. So.
Very good. Okay, let's get to Robin here. Last but certainly not least, and then I'll ask some questions sort of for the entire band. But Robin, a little bit about your background, please.
Yeah, so I am from O'Fallon, Missouri originally. I'm also a junior at Mizzou studying public health and composition. I'm a double major.
All right.
And I started piano
when she was born. She actually came out of the womb with the piano in her hand.
I think it was like kindergarten when I started lessons, but I've always been fascinated with the keys. We had a piano in my house when we first moved in there. I think I was like 4.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got in there, and I just remember I'd spend like hours at the keyboard just trying to learn stuff. But my parents put me in lessons in kindergarten. I've been in it ever since, and I love what I do. Started composing in 4th grade, but this is the first time working with people other than myself, collaborating on originals, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. So you remember when you were that little, did you just kind of pick stuff up by ear and try to play it?
Yeah, so a lot of it was by ear. I started learning the actual notes when I was older, but still most of the things I play now, outside of school, I just pick it up by ear.
Do you remember any of the songs that you used to play when you were that little?
Oh, gosh. A lot of them were like theme songs to TV shows or like nursery rhymes from school or just whatever I heard.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right. So we've got Robin on the keys, and we've got Ryan on guitar, Jackson's playing bass, Alex on the drum kit, and Allison's singing here. So that's the makeup of the band for people who are listening out there. Is that the makeup when you're performing live as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
5-piece.
And a shout out to Emma, who I've been communicating with online for a couple of months, trying to put this together. So I appreciate y'all making it down this afternoon, and I'm glad we were able to get it together today. So
thank you for having us.
You're welcome. All right. You want to play another one?
Sure.
Well, I got plenty of things to ask you, but I don't know how many songs you want to play. But you're welcome to play as many as you like. We've got plenty of time here, but I'm always about the live music. So,
right on.
Okay, Alex, that's great. Fantastic. So we got plenty of music and plenty of time. So let's do that. Let's have another one here from the Brink. All right, you're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org. Thrilled to have the Brink with us this afternoon in the studio. They've tuned it down a little bit from their standard live electric performances. Pretty soon, as a side note, that studio that's behind us over here, we're hoping to be able to do full electric live performances in there relatively soon. So we could, you could rock it out in there, Alex. I'm like, tell Alex to bring it down. Yeah. Anyway, okay, cool. So once again, the Brink in the studio this afternoon. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, whenever you'd like. In fact, tell us what you're going to play first.
We're going to play a song called Mostly Regret. This is the first original we ever wrote, and it was before Robin was a member of our team. So it was written by us four, and then Robin kind of hopped on and added this new element to it that we didn't know we needed until we got it, I would say.
All right, fantastic.
The first song as well that we played. The first one, we did Jazzy Girl.
Oh, yeah. The first song we played this evening was Jazzy Girl, another original.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing the new music with us too. It's awesome to hear stuff that we haven't heard before. So, so thank you for that. And yeah, let's get to it. The Brink, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
All right, so Mostly Regret.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My OCD replays you in my mind. Control these thoughts in me that you imply. Get a grip on life like the leash around my neck. All over me, but alone under my bed. Candy sky until I look into those eyes. Bloodshot on rice to hide your best disguise. Take a sip of this, another hit, hallucinate. Sunday blues again for you, so down with this. I see this place, this grace, transparency, won't dress in lace. Got faith, no therapy, money can't buy my time. Don't bother me, now cash is big, misfit. Get on your knees, mostly regret. Alright, the night we met, you said I was the one. 5 minutes later, you had all the fun. 6 weeks of time, I knew something was off. And sure, my side stayed with you, always lost. Light a cigarette and smile for the crowd. That pretty face will let some lady down. Take a sip of this, another hit, hallucinate. Sunday blues again for you, so down with this. I see this place, this race, transparency, won't dress in lace. Got faith, no therapy, money can't buy my time. Don't bother me, now catch this fit, misfit. Get on your knees, mostly regret. Oh yeah. All right, let's get back to it. I stand up all confused. Don't look at me like you gratification, disorientation, mostly regret. Oh yeah, mostly regret. Oh yeah, mostly regret. Oh yeah, mostly regret. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's a fun one.
Mostly regret. That's called.
Mostly regret.
Boy, I can relate. Let me tell you. All right, it's the Brink, and we were fortunate enough to have them with us this afternoon. Awesome stuff, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so where'd the name of the band come from?
Ryan, that's for you,
Ask
sir.
Ryan.
Ryan?
Hello.
Right.
Because the Brink, it can mean a bunch of things. So
Yes.
where'd
Still trying to figure
the
that
name of
out,
the
I
band
think.
come from?
So the Brink is actually kind of something that's been around for a while. I've been in multiple different bands or different
Incarnations
different-
of the Brink.
generations of it. It's kind of had different members throughout.
Really?
It was a band that was in St. Louis for a while. It had a whole bunch of different members. It was under the name The Brink STL. And over here we go by The Brink Como, kind of a rebrand thing. But it's been a band for a while. It's had a lot of different styles, different things like that. But this is my favorite band by far. And we've gotten farther than ever before. And I love each and every member. So, yeah.
Okay, so how long has the band been together in this particular incarnation?
We just celebrated our first birthday together
Only
in
a year.
September. Happy birthday! Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Wow, fantastic. Just a year. Impressive.
And for those listening, we just brought in a birthday cake. I
It
wish.
was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Wait, it started lighting everything on fire. Speaking of fire, I've got a fire drummer in the doorway here as well. Justin Hickerson in the house. How are you, my brother? Say hi real fast. Say hello. Hi.
Hello, hi.
That's Justin. He does whatever I tell him.
Greetings, calling all cars. This is Justin Hickerson.
Yes, it is. Yeah. All right, that's all. Thanks, Justin. Good to see you.
Have a good weekend, y'all. Thank you.
How's things, my brother?
Pretty good. Staying
Yeah?
busy. My I've got the little mowing business. It's kind of
You're kind of wrapping
down.
things up now.
I am, and it's very nice. This is my first free Saturday that I've had since the last time I was in the studio. Actually.
Well, I like that you come down and visit with us. You've been playing any music?
What's that?
You've been playing music?
I have. I'm so sorry.
Robin's like, quit bumping my keyboard, jerk. You're not part of the band anyway.
Well, of course.
Robin would say that.
Well, my band Fox Teeth has been practicing as we do every week.
I can't. I still haven't seen you live. I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've been a tad picky about the shows that we'll book, but Josh from that band is playing with the Royal Furs this evening at Cafe Berlin?
I don't know. We should. I think we'll probably, when we do our little roundup, we'll.
But don't mind dying at Cafe Berlin. It's sure to be packed. I'm sure. But
yeah, Royal Furs haven't performed in quite some time. I don't think.
No,
right?
they did a very, very little fanfare show at East Side a couple months ago. That was at like 5 in the afternoon.
Right. I remember. Yeah.
But that had been their first outing since before the pandemic. So
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
they haven't been playing very much at all.
Since
Of
then,
course,
lovely Miss Ruth has had a baby, and she's a
yeah.
happy mother now, and I'm super proud of her, and that her and the family are doing great. So, awesome stuff tonight. Check out the Royal Furs. In fact, at about 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit after 5, Kurt and I will do a little roundup of some of the things that are happening tonight and tomorrow and into next week around town. So, I'm sure that'll be part of our conversation, but that's awesome. All right, what about the Dave's been performing? I'm sure Paul's still real busy.
Paul's still real busy, and the Daves are still playing. I have not. I kind of had to take a step back for the back part of this mowing season because the Daves had a lot of gigs lined up, and I didn't have a whole lot of time, so it was amicable and nice. It wasn't like a fight or anything, but I did need to take some time.
Well, hopefully you can get back and do some shows with the Daves here this fall and then the winter. So
as things kind of wrap up with the season here, I plan on doing some stuff. I did do a very short notice session at. Oh, what do they call those? Chelsea and Will's collab.
Tiny Attic.
Cellar
Attic, right.
Yeah.
Oh, with Will. Yeah.
I did a Kyron Penrose.
Who I really enjoy. Kyron's been here a few times.
He'd hit me up on like a Sunday afternoon. Here was the scenario for that. He hit me up on a Sunday afternoon while I had my truck lifted in the air. All 4 tires were off of it, and I was up underneath of it, and I was trying to get something done before the next morning,
right,
so that I could, do my job. And I get a Facebook message. We've not met before. I know who he is,
right?
But he says, "Hi, this is Kyron Penrose."
Well, you play drums for me.
He said, "I'm doing a Cellar Attic session with and Austin Jones from St. Louis is in the band.
I like Austin.
Our drummer dropped off, and he told me to hit you up."
Thanks a lot.
He's like, I don't have any money to really pay you, but if you're down, we could use a drummer or something. And I was like, sitting there looking at my truck and my schedule, and he said it was on Tuesday, the day after tomorrow at that time. And I was like, I got you, dude. It's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yep. He told me to call the right guy.
So we did that. We did 3 songs, and I'm sure it'll be released on video at some point. But
I've been watching Kyron since he was just a high school kid, and he's really developed into an interesting young musician. So
he's got really good songs. There's I don't know. He came over to my girlfriend's house on Monday. That's where my drums were.
A likely story.
Well, they were there because she's got 2 little boys, and the oldest one currently says that when he grows up, he either wants to be an artist or a drummer.
Of course.
So I've been obliging him a bit. I told him that if I hear you want to be a drummer, he's 9. So I hear you want to be a drummer when you grow up. I was like, I got some good news for you. If you practice really hard and you stay serious and you stick with it, you might just grow up and own your own mowing company. Anyway, but Kyron came over and we played, and there was like, I don't know, that guy's songs and his sincerity and like with y'all are all young. I remember when I was 21 years old, and most of the time that I've been playing lately is always with folks that are older than me, and there was like somewhere down inside of me a 21-year-old Justin that started festering around when I was listening to this. I was like, man, these songs are sad and they're really good, man. Like, I really like it. So it was nice to feel a younger version of myself kind of jumping around and being like, I like this guy. I like playing with him.
Music makes you feel good.
Yeah,
Sure
man.
does.
Yeah, but y'all are wonderful too. Thanks, man.
Well, I've been trying to get them here for a few months. We finally got it together, so I'm glad we got them this afternoon.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking it sounds good on the radio.
On the radio? Good. Yeah, Justin's he's like our on-the-road monitor out there, so it's pretty cool.
Thanks, Justin.
All right, my brother. Well, thank you. I love you as always, and I'm glad things are going well.
All right, everyone.
All right.
have a
Nice
good
meeting
weekend.
you.
Yeah, man.
Nice
Thanks for
meeting
stopping.
you.
Rock on.
Justin Hickerson, check him out. He plays the drums for the day. He's also a fantastic solo artist. Are you playing the guitar? Are you playing any shows just by yourself, Jess?
You got any shows coming up?
No, I'm gonna try and do something for next month. I was probably not at Rose or Cafe Berlin. I was thinking like a smaller venue or something, but I'd like to do a show. So.
Okay.
You need
Well,
like an East Side
when-
setup.
When you're ready, you come on and we'll talk about it. All right.
You got it.
All right, Justin Hickerson, once again, awesome drummer, fantastic songwriter, and you can find him out and about around town. He plays with Fox Teeth, he plays with the Daves, he plays with Paul Weber and the Scrappers, and he's a solo artist as well, okay? All right, awesome. Back to the Brink here in the studio this afternoon. Before we do that, let me say that some of the funds for this program are brought to you by Ragtag Cinema, Columbia's art house movie theater. Information about showtimes and tickets can be found by calling 573-443-4359 or at ragtagcinema.org. I was just down at Hit Records yesterday, as a matter of fact, and checking out some of the people down there hanging out at Uprise and at the movie theater. That's such a cool part of town. I love it down there.
My girlfriend works there.
At Uprise or at Ragtag?
Ragtag box office.
Fantastic.
Some
All
of
right.
the funds, but not all. So
No.
there's always room for more.
There's always room for more funds. And in fact, I'm looking for a sponsor for this show. And there are plenty of people out there, venues, clubs, music stores that would be perfect sponsors for this radio program. So please consider that and get a hold of the management here at KOPN, all right? Okay, so we talked about where the Brink's name and you guys have been together in this fashion for about a year.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about songwriting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You have obviously it's a project that the band undergoes together. Do you have a primary songwriter, or that's the first question? Do you have a primary songwriter?
I don't think so. I think we all kind of like
You're saying that because you are one of them, Allie.
no, but like I
It's
literally
Allie and Jackson for sure.
I could
Okay.
not do it without. I'm not good at making music on my own. So I rely on the band to write.
She's a
being
liar.
modest.
Yeah.
All right. So, but Allie and Jackson, a lot of time you'll bring something to the table,
And
and then
composer Robin does a lot for us.
okay. Robin's been writing songs for a long time, I think. Right?
This is true.
Grab that mic, Robin.
Yeah. So I would describe it as maybe one person comes into the studio with an idea, and we all kind of listen to that idea, and from that we're all inspired with our own ideas. And usually we come up with some sort of beat, and then Allie will come in and usually write some lyrics, and I think it all just goes from there usually.
It's all about, I guess, like the composition that we come up with initially. The hardest part, the biggest discipline is like changing the dynamics of the song, like switching up the patterns that we're playing. That's what takes the biggest amount of time, and that's usually, I would say, Ryan and Jackson, who have to help change the song up a little bit because we rely on them a lot.
So, would you say that have you ever had a song that was just a collaborative effort that you just started from scratch and you didn't have an idea starting out, just the five of you, or typically it would be somebody has an idea, brings it to the group, and then you kind of build on that? That sounds like the way.
It typically goes like that. Yeah.
I think we got one song.
Was it My Way Home?
Maybe.
I don't think we've ever written a song without coming into the studio and someone just
With an idea.
like he plays a riff or he plays a riff, and then I'm like, oh, keep playing that,
What
keep playing
about-
that. And
Where do you practice at?
We have a studio space that we actually rent out. It's over at the Stevens Lake Park building.
Nice.
It's 2100 East Broadway. So yeah, and we do some concerts every month just to make sure that we can pay rent. And we are really thankful to have Emma for helping us.
And you can use that space whenever you like, or do you?
Anytime.
And
Outside of business hours.
Outside of business hours, because it is an office building. But
do you have a regular practice schedule?
We do 2 days a week, Mondays and Thursdays,
6:30
to 8:30.
All right. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, you sort of have to at least attempt to have a schedule. I'm sure sometimes people can't make it or whatever, but having that regular sort of routine is certainly helpful.
If you're looking for a free concert, we usually have the window open so you can sit in the parking lot and hear us.
It gets really hot in our studio. So.
And if you bring snacks, you can stay with us in the studio.
That's right. You got to bring something though, all right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, when you're in your studio space practicing, do you record while you're in there? I don't mean professionally, but do you kind of just keep track of what you're working on?
We have to, or we'll forget what we played.
Yeah.
But primarily, it's just about remembering what we're playing. But when we do record it, the acoustics in our studio are just not great. So we have to put the phone in the hallway, down away from our room, just to get a decent pickup.
All right.
I also wanted to say, sorry,
speaking
of recording, the group is currently planning on recording coming up here. We've got, basically, we intended to play the 7 originals that we're doing for the show here.
Right.
And we'll have a different version recorded in a studio, and we're all really excited about that. We're looking to get in the studio and do all of that November and probably a little bit of December. So hopefully we'll have something released by the end of the year. Yeah, I think we are planning, and we're talking right now. We're working on finding our first date to get in, but we've basically confirmed that we're going to work with them over at the university. They have the Sinkfield Music Center recording studio over there.
I'm familiar. They've actually done some really cool projects over there.
Yeah.
Now, I would add that Justin actually mentioned it. The guy who runs Centro Cellar Studios here in Columbia, Will Reeves, he's an absolute pro. He's also a friend of mine, so I'm biased, but he's fantastic. And if you ever need advice or anything like that, he's certainly someone to bounce ideas off of, and he's very, very reasonable too.
I'll have to get that contact from you after the show here and make sure that I get that.
Yeah, Will's outstanding.
Thank you.
Did I hear you talking about Tiny Attic?
Yeah.
As well? Yeah. Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea and Josh are good friends of ours.
Chelsea was my thesis capstone professor, so she helped me make my first short film.
Wow, well, she's a talented young woman.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, she is.
And the project with Tiny Attic is fantastic. Now, Will Reeves, who runs Central Cellar, he does a collaboration with Chelsea and Josh, and they call it Cellar Attic.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Central Cellar plus Tiny Attic, and it's basically Chelsea and company doing cool video collaborations of musicians.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
The Hoot and Hollers did a really cool one a couple years back. I think Ray Fitzgerald has done one. There have been some really... Check them out online. And that goes out to my listeners as well. The stuff that Chelsea and Josh do at Tiny Attic is fantastic, and Will Reeves is just the man.
So Mike, this took me a second because I'm a little slow, but where in the building is the cellar attic? Where does that sit in a building? I'm not...
That's a question you have to ask them. It's
okay.
You got to be kind of in the gang to know it. So. There's a secret door. All right. So that's fantastic. You guys are getting ready or preparing to record a record. Any idea timeline where you're at? Would you like to have it done by? I mean, I hate asking bands that because it's we never get it done. But
right.
We have budgeted for roughly 50 hours of studio time. It's technically underfunded, so we might start some crowdfunding. It's underfunded for 7 songs, but I think our goal is to go through all of November, probably a little bit of December, and we might even start a little early here in October, and hopefully we'll have something out come Brinkmas time.
Brinkmas.
All right.
Yeah,
Merry Brinkmas.
Merry Brinkmas.
And, or the New Year.
Brinky
hopefully.
holidays.
All right, but certainly next year, though, sometime we can expect something. Before, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, that's something to look forward to, and congratulations. I hope it all goes according to plan, and you're still planning, so that's great.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, what time we got, Kurt? 5 o'clock? Not quite yet. Let's have you guys do one more song if you don't mind, and then at the top of the hour you can take a little break if you want, and then Kurt and I will go through our sort of event rundown, and then you come back and we'll chat again for a little while longer and play a couple more songs. Okay?
It's song o'clock right now.
What is it?
Song o'clock.
Song o'clock. That is so lame.
Hey, I liked it.
All right, Alex liked it.
All
right. Yeah, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Stick around. Ross Shumban, a reggae party!
Reggae party, man. Get your dancing shoes on now.
Coming at you at about 6 o'clock, and stick around after that for Blues on Broadway. Maybe Chris will call when we're doing the rundown and tell us what's happening in Jeff City. If you're out there, Chris, maybe call me and Kurt while we're doing that. Anyway. Yeah, it's Open Mic Radio, and we've got the Brink with us, and John Lamb's in the house. We've got all kinds of people stopping in to say hi. Good to see Justin, our friend, and we'll get a song now from our band here in house. What you going to do? Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
You're good. Yeah. What would you like to do for us?
Tweaking the mics.
I think we're gonna sing one of our favorite songs. I think it's probably my favorite, but it's a country song, which is weird because I am not a huge fan of country music. So anyways, this is our song called My Way Home.
Very good. My Way Home, everyone. It's the Brink, and you're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia.
Giving me life on a straight highway, but I don't know where to go. Up to the top won't tell me to stop, will accept zero no's. Should I hit the road, go to a show? I'm living my life through a movie. Play me there.
And drive well on a stick shift my way home.
No, it's gonna bring me down.
And drive well on a stick shift my way home.
Get a fifth, moving past the fake. Who knows where I'll be? If I doubt, gotta shout it out. Hold on to destiny. Can you let me know how to take it slow? I'm loving my life through a movie. Play me there.
And drive well on a stick shift my way home.
No, it's gonna bring me
And
down.
drive well on a stick
Come on,
shift
keep
my way home.
Play me there.
And drive well on a stick shift my way home.
No, it's gonna bring me
And
down.
drive well on a stick shift my way home. I'm moving on.
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 Play me there.
And drive well on a stick shift my way home.
No, it's gonna bring me down.
Drive well on a stick shift my way home.
Play me there.
And drive well on a stick shift my way home.
No, it's gonna bring me
And drive
down.
well on a stick shift my way home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rock and roll in the house this afternoon.
A little bit.
I love it. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Fantastic stuff. Thank you very much for coming down. It's awesome stuff, y'all. Very cool stuff from the Brink. If people want to find you on the web, etc., what's some contact information? Then I'll let you take a little break here.
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you look it up, just the Brink Como or the Brink.official. You can find us pretty much anywhere. I think we even have a TikTok. I think we're about to make a spooky video that's going to be releasing here.
Is that right?
Allie, you want to talk about it, Jason?
I need to correct the Instagram handle is the brinkcomo.official.
Yeah, good job, Ryan.
Okay.
It's okay. It happens.
What did I say?
You said the Brink.official.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Brink
Come
Como.
on, you're supposed to be the brains of this operation too.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we have Emma.
Okay, so before we go to break here, how does Emma fit into the picture?
That's all Ryan. We all love Emma, but I would say it all starts with Ryan. This is his story to tell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess just like with each band member, similar to Emma, I kind of met everybody individually and kind of brought everybody together.
We got a minute. We really didn't talk about how the whole band really kind of got together, so let's do that too. But yeah,
sure. Everybody's got kind of a unique story. Alex, I know through a relative. My sister has a friend, and Alex is their sibling.
Okay.
So that's how I got connected with Alex. And he is so rambunctious. I love him. I'm so glad he's part of the band.
Yeah.
Me and Jackson met freshman year, so 2 years ago.
Yeah, we met 2 years ago. I was going for a run through campus, and you were playing guitar outside of Plaza 900, and I was like, dude, you're really good.
Yeah,
Give me your number.
on the university.
Yeah.
And, by random chance, because he doesn't go to the university, so
That's
it was
awesome.
amazing.
I didn't at that time.
And yeah, we sat down and we played. We just did some music, and he did some rapping and stuff. And I was like, oh, I want him in on this,
Yeah.
I met Allison I was hosting a karaoke night at the Columns, just for funsies.
Uh-huh.
And Allie happened to be out with some friends and came back from downtown Columbia. Acting just a little odd, and
Feeling a little
yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, she was feeling. Yeah,
I think it's important to mention that the song I requested was "Careless Whisper" by George Michael's.
Oh God, no!
Oh yeah, I sing it really good too.
I bet you do.
but yeah, I mean, she asked to play my guitar, and she sang for me and my friends, and I was like, yeah, I need a singer. There she is.
I have a quick story. There's a local band called The Fumes. I don't know if you're familiar, but Lou Nevins, who's a good friend of mine from way back in the day, he's been involved in all kinds of musical projects for many years. He's my age, not quite, but anyway, this band called The Fumes has a young lady named Stella Peters who sings with them, and and she is outstanding. And Lou ran into her at a karaoke night, and he's like, "Oh my God, I gotta get this girl in my band," and she, really, it's amazing. So
Hidden talent, you'll never know what you find.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh yeah.
I guess
Right
I
on.
got Emma and then Robin. So,
Yeah.
I met Emma freshman year. She was basically just like a really close friend of mine, and I kind of told her that when I'm not doing a band thing, like I'm not feeling myself. So she didn't know that she was going to get involved at the time, but I noticed that she was a very type A person and was helping me keep on track with things. And I asked her to assist us, and she joined, and not knowing what she was getting herself into and how much work it actually was. And and it's history from there.
I need to interject. So Ryan says he's not feeling himself when he's not doing the band thing. What he means is music is Ryan's emotional support project. So without that,
I'll tell you what, that's a good one to have, though. If you're going to have an emotional support project, music is about as good as you can get, I think.
It is nice.
All right, very good. Why don't y'all take a little break here? Me and Kurt will switch gears, and we'll talk a little bit about what's happening around town for the next few days. All right?
Sure. I guess I was going to talk about Robin.
Hey Robin.
We'll let Robin talk. She doesn't get to talk enough.
Robin, and the look on your face, I feel so bad. She kind of looked at me like all heartbroken. Oh my gosh, I felt like my puppy was like going to cry.
Robin, you're talking too much. Stop talking.
Sorry.
Okay, Robin, how did you get connected with the rest of this gang?
So,
I'm
I
not
don't
going to
even know
talk.
how do I start? Yeah. So I was over at a friend's apartment. And
Shout out Tina.
She was
Tina, Stella, Tina.
And I missed her.
Can we get a Tina?
Yeah, so I was over at Tina's house, and she had a group of friends over, and I didn't know who everybody was, and Allie happened to be one of the people there, and she was talking about her band. And so we started talking from there. And I went and saw one of their shows down at, where was it at?
Gold
Gold
Bar.
Bar. Yeah.
80s night.
Back
Rest
in the
in peace,
winter.
Piano Bar.
Nice, yeah.
And I went and saw them and talked to them at intermission. And I said, guys, I want to join your band. Like, I got to be part of this.
And they and they concurred apparently.
Yeah,
so
We concurred.
did you have a tryout? Did you like show up and say, let me bring my
mean,
keys and we'll mess around a
yeah.
little bit?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, you got it,
keyboard-
right?
Keyboard
Yeah,
was
I mean-
actually there.
Uh-huh.
I think it was Jackson's keyboard that he just abandoned.
I happen to have a keyboard that only is used now by Robin.
We didn't have
Yeah, so it
Keys
was
now have a
perfect.
home.
They do.
Very good. Well, you guys sound great, and I'm glad that you're doing it, and I appreciate you sharing the music with us this afternoon. Okay.
Yeah,
of
thanks
course.
for letting
All
us
right,
go.
Thank you for having us.
take a break. If you want a beer, there's some in the fridge, and if you want to just chill, whatever. We just have to leave one red stripe for Rashumba because he does the reggae party, of course, and we have to leave one red stripe for Ra.
understand. No
problem.
So
It's one love.
anyway, Kurt, why don't you sneak over? Yeah, one love, one beer, and you sneak over there, and then we'll talk about what's happening around town. Let's start with the Blue Note because this is the one that's on my screen. It's tiptoe to the microphone. Saturday the 15th, the North Star fundraiser. Is this on your list? I bet it is. I wonder what it is actually. True North of Columbia will be hosting an evening of musical entertainment with an idol voice-style singing competition.
A Billy Idol.
And this is in support of, well, not in support of, but as a benefit to raise money against domestic violence. And it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and they're celebrating, well, they're not celebrating certainly, but they are featuring that as a fundraiser tonight at the Blue Note. Okay, and unfortunately they it doesn't look like there's going to be live music as far as bands, but there will be an idol style voice competition. Okay, that's at the Blue Note tonight.
You want to head to the Rose?
Yeah, why don't you go to Rose? What do we got there, Kurt?
At the Rose, we have Aaron Cam and the One Drops.
Aaron Cam and the One Drops.
Yep. Doors are at 7, shows at 8, $12, actually $15. Day of show.
That's a rock and roll show
Yeah,
too, and
that
with,
is a rock and roll
with a
band
little
for
blues on the side, I think. But that should be a rock and show tonight.
Yeah.
Anything?
So that is going on at Rose.
Right.
You already mentioned Blue Note.
Is there anything happening tomorrow at Rose or anytime later in the week?
Rose.
There's nothing at the Blue Note until Wednesday, and that's a Halloween movie night. So I don't know. Nothing there.
We have Wednesday, October 19th. We have Dirtwire and Goat Catcher on the Ghost Catcher tour with special guest Vincent Antone and Banjo Electric.
Okay.
Yep, and that is a 8 o'clock show as well. $15 in advance for that.
All right. What do we?
That's at the Rose.
All right. Cool. We
But then we mentioned earlier at
Berlin.
Berlin, which they don't do shows that often. And tonight is a rare one with Don't Mind Dying
and the Royal Furs.
and the Royal Furs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Probably need to use a lighter. You know how to do it? Oh. John laughs at me. I just say everything on the air here. There's really nothing. We don't keep any secrets here. So, all right. But Cooper's Landing.
We don't keep them very well, at least.
Yeah, we really don't even
Yeah,
try that hard,
like,
frankly. But yeah, if we did try, we wouldn't be very successful in it. So anyway, Cowboy Bart down at the river right now, as a matter of fact, and Backwater playing
At Cooper's.
Cooper's tonight, right?
That is Cooper's, yes.
Backwater will be fun. That'll be awesome tonight, although it might be a little bit chilly, so put on your flannel or a sweater or something.
Yeah, and Backwater's starting around 6 o'clock and go until 9. And then tomorrow, from 2 to 5, we got our friends Mercer and Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get down there and see that for sure. That'll be a nice afternoon. It'll be a nice out. And in the evening, it is going to be Rail Whiskey Benders. That's from, Mercer and Johnson are from 2 to 5. And then the Rail Whiskey Benders are from 6 to 9 down at Cooper's.
Okay.
Yep.
What else?
Let's see, what else
Les
we got?
Bourgeois, they're done for the season there at Les Bourgeois.
Yeah, they ended that. I think the last performance was
Molly.
either last week or week before.
Yeah, it was Molly Healy.
I think it was the week before. Yep.
It was Molly and her band.
But then also tonight down at Compass, we have
the new Compass listening
the new Compass
room.
place. Yes. And
Shout out to Miss Violet Von der Haar and Phil Sean Johnson.
Yep.
Doing a great job over there at Compass.
They have a show, starts at 7 o'clock, that's Drona, who we've had on the show. So Drona and the Backseat Drivers.
Awesome.
And
you know Drona opened for Dinosaur Jr. like 2 weeks ago?
Really?
I am not kidding you. And I think it was a Kansas City show.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Nice for them, man.
Remember when they were on the air with us and they said they had something they were working on, but that's what it was.
That's what it was.
And it actually came through.
Sweet.
Yeah, super proud of them. That's awesome, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a fun band for sure.
Yeah, for
That'd
sure.
be a fun show. Well, anyway, you can go check them out. They just want a donation. They asked for a donation at Compass. And the more the better, but if you can kick down $5, it's a good show.
Absolutely,
and it's them and the Backseat Drivers, which I believe is another group that was formed there at Compass.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, anyway, get there, and then next week, of course, is going to be their, open mic. Their youth open mic.
Okay.
Is every third
Saturday? Is it?
Saturday, yeah.
Okay. All right, once again, that's the new Compass listening room, and that's over on the corner of Hitt Street and University, right in downtown Columbia. All right, what else we got? Anything happening at Pierpont?
At Pierpont, we have, I had that just a minute ago, and then I lost it, brother.
Let's see, what else do I have on my list here? Hit Records, I just got a note from Kyle.
Flyover Country. We were talking about that earlier. Flyover Country.
Yeah.
They're playing there tonight from 6 to 8. That's at Pierpont. So you're just right up the road from
Cooper's.
From Cooper's, yeah.
Right on. All right, and we have we mentioned that Le Bourgeois is done for the season. The dive bar. Anything happened at the dive bar?
The dive bar. Yep, I had that, and then I just lost it. I typically do.
Yeah, well, maybe I can get it here.
Yeah, I could get it.
See if I can do it faster than you.
They got live music all weekend. I know that. Tonight is.
Dun, 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 dun.
It is the John Galbraith Trio.
Oh, man.
JG3.
Again, awesome music tonight then.
Yeah, and that's from 8 to 11.
Oh,
yeah.
John and the band are fantastic. They've been on the show many times in the past, and one of the most outstanding guitar players that you will see regardless of where you're at. John is an absolute remarkably skilled guitar player, and he's great to see. And no matter what he's playing, he can do all kinds of different styles, but mostly rock and roll, and a very Beatles-esque sort of style with the JG3.
Yep.
Yeah, he can pull it off. It's great.
Well, that's a nice intimate venue there.
Very good.
Whether you're inside or outside.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's outside or not. I would think maybe.
I would love to do that.
But we're getting that time of year where it's about time to take everything indoors.
Yep, no doubt about it.
But anyway, good shows.
Good stuff. Arcade District. We looked. We didn't see anything for the Arcade District.
I could not find anything, but we thought there was something going on.
I still have a hard time even finding out what's happening there. I don't know if there's a place to go. If you're someone out there who knows how to find out what's happening at the Arcade District on a regular schedule, I'd appreciate it. That'd be nice.
Well,
to
maybe
know.
the Cafe Berlin Don't Mind Dying show is considered that.
Maybe.
But that kind of butts up to what you would consider the Arcade District.
Our new venue, Stickies, was here and gone before we could get familiar with them. But Fretboard Coffee, they do stuff once in a while, but I don't think there's anything happening this weekend.
But a shout out to Stickies for giving it a try, man.
Yeah, they tried to sneak under the radar for a minute, and I appreciate the effort. So.
Yep, just long enough for us to find them out.
That's right.
And then apparently everybody else did too.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, I think that I think we'll put. I think I'm going to play something from. We were talking about Chiron, and I'm going to play a Chiron.
Playing with Justin.
I'm going to play a.
I hope somebody recorded that show.
Well, that was the one that Justin worked on, that was actually for the purpose of recording. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, we
need to get our hands
We're
on
going to
that.
play one here. Then I can take a break with Kurt for a minute, and then we'll come back with the Brink in just a few
we
minutes.
can all
okay?
take a break with Kurt.
We'll
for a
all take a
minute.
break with Kurt. It's Open Mic Radio. You're listening to it here on KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM, and there's a couple from Kyron Penrose and the Overdraft Charges. Check it out.
Are the wildflower in the ditch, and I am the dirt. And God is the rock that scratches the paint and makes our old car rust. And your smile is the hint I must be doing something right. It's the beginning to the end of my whole way of life. This is the church where all the pretty people come to play. My house is haunted, you'll find her singing all the time. You are the howling oak, sleeps beside your mom. Heavier than heaven, and inside the morning fog. My house is the city's hole in the wall. Cracked up and dirty, still home for the fall. This is the church where all the pretty people come to pray. My house is haunted, you'll find us singing all the time. You are the wildflower in the ditch, and I am the dust. And God is the rock that scratches the paint, makes our old car rust. My house is haunted, you'll find us singing all the time. Well, I'm up by one and asleep by two, and that's how fights feeling blue. That's alright, it's how I learned to get back up on top again. And oh, the river's supposed to be screeching hard to life's brigade. Sing to me, birdies, sing to me. Until I learn to write a song, I won't ever move My heart's peeling, but laughs and love can keep me from sin. No, I'm sad, but that's okay. Learn to swim across the sea within. And sing to me, birdies, sing to me. One by one and two by two, that's how I know it's not about you. One by one and two by two, that's how I know it's not about you. One by one and two by two, and that's how I learned it's not about you.
All right, a couple there from Kyron Penrose, really doing some cool stuff. That was Kyron, yeah. Yeah. You know, if you remember, you know, he was doing the adaptation. It was a major rock and roll sort of thing, and Kyron's taking a major shift toward the folk country, and
that was amazing.
Yeah, it's really suits him actually. He's a really good songwriter. So, yeah, a couple from Kyron Penrose there, and I'm looking forward to seeing the footage that Cellar Attic puts together with Kyron and our buddy Justin. So, all right, we have once again the Brink with us in the studio this afternoon, and once again, thanks for coming down. Appreciate it. Having a great time, and we got a few more songs in the bag here. I think that they're going to share with us. So I think we'll do that before we got a few more questions for him too. But let's get another song, and we'll ask Jackson what's happening on this one, because we got a little change of positions here in the studio. Allie's on the bass now. Jackson's going to do some singing for us, it looks like.
That's right. I was sitting on my bass amp. Now I'm sitting on the desk. So I hope I'm not too heavy.
Talk about tiny studios. We should make one like that. So anyway, okay. We have another one from the Brink. What are you going to play?
This song is called New World for the Wizard, and this is the only original that I rap on, and so it is my favorite.
All right. Well, let's check it out. It's The Brink with New Wizard, and you're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, on the web at kopn.org, and check me out at MikeHagan.com. All right, let's go, baby.
Pad to catch the words in my pen. I seek the wizard, and yes, I know the wizard is in. Let's write a new life, a new chapter begins. When? By choosing your friends. No people holding me down because of trouble within. We're trying to get better, but you would double my sins. Yeah, without you around, much better my mind is. The way of the wise is peace, not violence. It's all right now. I got rid of loose ends. It's all tight now. I thank God for my friends and love right now. Love right now. Love right now. Yeah. I said goodbye, I didn't have to say it too loud. I'd rather talk with my feet than try to walk with my mouth, because actions speak louder than words. And as I live my life, I practice love as a verb. Word. And if you say that God is in the sky, that's fine, but I see God in your eyes. Yeah, well, if you say that God is in the sky, that's fine, but I see God in your smile. Yeah, well, if you say that God is in the sky, that's fine. I say it's all in your mind, at least conceptualize the bearded man in the sky. Yeah, the day you were born, and knows the day that you'll die. He made your every atom that sent you to the fight, but judges you for your life. Well, yeah, right. Well, I say love yourself. We're all the same, you know, and love your neighbor. We all feel the same pain. Now and love yourself. We're all the same. Yes, and love your neighbor. We all feel the same pain. love is the answer. Come with me, tiny dancer. Just a matter of time till we all get cancer. Bodies decay, come with me and play. I swear you'll have a good time, cause I'm full of hooray. Before our bodies die, let's lie together. We'll make like birds of a feather and fly together before our bodies die. Let's lie together, we'll make like birds of a feather, fly together. No, I'm not under the weather. In fact, I've never been better. Pull the threads on my sweater, I'll try to keep it together. I'm shouting word to the father, love your mother and daughter. Just a matter of time until we're led to the slaughter.
Wow, fantastic. Wow, so what got into you to come up with that one, Jackson?
Oh, man.
How many details do you want to include?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Well, I guess I should start by saying I love rapping. I freestyle rap in my free time. Almost every time I'm in the car alone, I turn on a freestyle beat and rap. So that was pretty natural for me to write. I guess I'll say this. The song's called New World for a Wizard. About a year ago, I started playing in a band with some really awesome people, and it's a whole new world for me. And I say, love your friends, love right now. Everybody goes at some point. You don't know when, so that's kind of what that song's about. And appreciate what you have while you have it. So that's where that came from.
That's right.
Good advice too.
Don't want to die to the flu.
That is a bad thing.
All right. We've got a few more minutes here to talk shop. So I always say this, that lots of the listeners, or at least a number of them that contact me, they like to talk equipment. So for a minute, let's talk a little bit about, we'll let Alex have the mic, but I'd like to know a little bit about your setup, Alex, usually, and then we'll talk a little bit about guitars and amps and that kind of thing, all right?
All right, so whenever I graduated high school, I graduated a semester early, so my grandma gave me this check for college. And I went to Access Percussion here in town and bought the Gretsch USA Custom Maple.
Now you're talking.
And so I have...
In true rock and roll fashion, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it, all right?
Yeah.
Are you trusting the grandma right now?
My grandma, she's fine with it. Oh. It was technically from my grandpa who passed away, and I talked to my mom about it. Because I felt a little bit guilty, because I'm like, this is supposed to go to college, but I don't really want to go to college. I want a really nice drum kit, And my mom just said that he would have been proud of me for pursuing what I was passionate about.
Hey,
so
how about it?
And then I got A Custom Master Sound hi-hats for my crash. I got an A Custom 16-inch crash. Then I got a Pasty Signature 20-inch ride. Yeah.
Wow,
so
nice.
I got
how many toms you?
I got 3, but I only play with 2 because...
Like 2 up top and 1 on the floor, or 1 up top?
I do 1 rack and 1 floor.
Okay.
So I would put 2, but my drum kit's really big, and we play at like Cafe Berlin, Rose,
KOPN,
Eastside, KOPN, guys. We don't really
not
have
a lot of space.
Yeah.
Right. I got you. Right on. Okay. Cool. All right, Allie, you got the bass now, so I'm going to ask you all about your bass guitar. And
yeah. Let's ask Jackson about that one.
Jax, what do you do with bass equipment? How do you set up?
Okay, so the bass that I'm using right now is a Sterling by Music Man, and I love it a lot. It's beautiful. The amp that I use is a Mark Bass 250 watt combo.
So it's got the speaker in the
in the head. Yeah,
in the head. Okay,
yep.
All right.
And usually it's just that. I do have a couple of pedals I use for some songs. I have Big Muff that I put Big Muff bass pedal that I put on some of the songs that require fuzz just for a little bit. And then I bought an envelope filter. I have a Micro Q or Qtron envelope filter that really I just bought for myself. There's nothing that the band does except for one cover where that is even appropriate at all. But it's fun to have.
That's amazing.
It sounds really good on guitar too, so I use it like on my own.
I'm sorry, Allie.
All right. Do you play guitar ever on stage? Do you ever switch it up and and somebody else like Allie's playing the bass and the one that you're rapping. But do you guys ever have a change of scenes like that?
Yeah, so a couple of covers that we do. So my favorite one is we cover a Nas song. I rap, and it's a few songs by Nas.
Nice.
And we play
Nice.
Yeah, Nas. N-A-S. Not Lil Nas X. Like 1994.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
and then we play Purple Haze. So it's like
Sweet.
a mashup.
Cool.
And then we also do Watchtower. I switch and play the chords on the rhythm guitar for Watchtower for Ryan to shred.
Right on. All right. Speaking of Ryan, let's talk a little bit about guitars.
Yeah.
What do you play when you're electrified?
I play a Gibson 335. It's a 2013 limited run guitar. It's like a semi-hollow.
It's beautiful.
It has no F holes though, so it's completely flush on the top.
Interesting.
And it has some
not
push
super
pops.
wide though, right? It's kind of
It's
like
the smaller one.
Yeah.
And it's a push pop guitar, so it has two push pop split coil knobs and then a 10 decibel boost button for
bang.
soloing, which is great. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Amp wise, I'm gonna try to keep my equipment really quick here, just because I want to make sure we get through the other two.
Yeah.
Equipment wise, I play a Fender Pro 185 amp that I was gifted from one of my dad's coworkers a while back.
Sweet.
And it's amazing. I had it repaired at Show Me Guitars. Shout out to them.
Oh yeah, they're excellent people down there.
And then I have a 3D printed pedal board that I made at home.
Sweet.
And it just uses Ditto looper. It has a delay pedal. It's called a tape machine. A chorus pedal called the Angel Wing, and a distortion pedal called the Dry Martini, I think. I might be wrong. I think it's the Kaffir Lime, and they're all by this brand called
That's
Tone
so
City
similar
Pedals.
to Dry Martini.
Yep. Sorry.
I think we know what's on your mind here.
So basically, chorus, delay, distortion, and then I have a
martini.
Line 6 wireless receiver.
And
so I can kind of do some gimmick stuff with that.
Right on.
And what is the condition of that 3D printed pedal board right now, Ryan?
Oh God!
So last month we had a concert at a fraternity. It was it was our anniversary concert. It was the first place that we played, and we played it again a year later.
Oh, sweet.
And while packing up, I dropped that pedal board while I was loading things into my car. Forgot that I dropped it. Okay. It ended up underneath my car, and I backed up over it. But the 3D printing crumbled, and the pedals are all in perfect condition.
There you go, man.
So anyways, I'm going to pass it to Robin here so she can talk about what she likes to use or what she uses normally.
Yeah, Robin. So in the studio here, you've just got your keys with, and there's a couple speakers on them, but I'm sure do you use an amp on stage as well, or do they normally just mic you or something?
Usually I'm plugged into a PA system, but most of the time I'm an acoustic piano player.
As in an upright piano or a grand piano or whatever.
Yes, so I play on whatever the School of Music can provide. Usually a nice Yamaha Baby Grand for my rehearsals in the rehearsal space. When I'm in my own practice, there's like a nice Steinway upstairs that they let me use.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
On my own, I do solo gigs. I play a Yamaha EP15. It's about the same size.
So do you play classical like pieces, that type of thing? Like when you do a solo performance, you're playing something traditional, or?
I do classical. I do jazz, and
I was
also
going to ask about jazz.
Contemporary. I can pick up stuff by ear. So I know last year I did a gig, and I went up to the mic and said, "Anything you want me to play, I will play." So.
Well, okay, I guess we know who the savant in the room is now. So.
What's your favorite genre to play, though?
Favorite genre? I don't know. I like jazz just because you kind of get to make up.
It just
whatever,
gives you so much freedom.
You can be very creative. So.
There's some great jazz here in town. I don't know if you ever get a chance to see any of it, but even on a regular basis down at Murray's, great restaurant down on the south side of town.
They have music there?
Well, they do a jazz quartet or a jaz trio three or four times a week.
My piano professor plays at Murray's on Monday nights.
Oh, that's my God, he was just at the before the Roots and Blues thing. He played. Oh, I can't think of his name. What's his name?
You know, I have 10. I'm sorry.
Right.
I have 10 teachers.
Tom
There's
Andes.
so much.
Tom
Yes.
Tom Andes is his name. That at least the one that I'm thinking of. So anyway, he's fantastic.
That's
so,
him.
all right, let's get another song. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
All right. It's Open Mic Radio, and you're listening to it here at KOPN Columbia. Awesome to be with you all this afternoon. We got the Brink with us, and they're going to play another song. What you going to do for us?
We're going to play our newest original that we wrote, I think, 3 weeks ago together.
I love it.
A one-night song. We finished it in an hour and a half. So
Wow.
that's always the best feeling.
Now, the next song you got to write is going to be called A One Night Song.
That's actually a really good idea. I love it. But this is I Wanted More.
Very good. All right. Once again, it's the Brink. Really enjoying ourselves this afternoon. And hit it.
All right. All right. It's not the same. Simple conversations. Are you insane? Really, my intention is later on never gonna happen. Thinking of that's all you gotta say. Well, not today. A little complication. What makes you think I'd be so wrong? I have it all. She makes me look good. I'm not enough. You made me ask. Am I pretty? Make you happy? Even smart enough? Why the late night calls? You know I'll pick it up. Did you miss the city lights and all the backtrack? It was when you left me in the rush, and I wanted more than you could give me. And I wanted it all, yeah. All you couldn't carry. All right, come on. You know they say I'm better off without this. It really hurts, every little joke. She looks the same, hope she doesn't act it. Can only hope she doesn't ever act. Am I pretty? Keep you happy, even smart enough. It was when you left me in the rush, and I wanted more than you could give me. And I wanted it all. Ryan.
I
Good job,
try.
everyone. Good job,
Like she didn't expect it.
Sometimes I'm just like, oh, come on, bud.
The Brink. Wow. What was that called? Or what is that called?
That's our new original. We've called it, or entitled it, I Wanted More.
I'm sorry, I wanted more. You said that
Yeah.
before we did it. Awesome. Beautiful song.
So he just
Thank you.
He wanted more.
You just
That's
wanted
why.
more information.
I want more. Yeah, I want more music.
That's
from,
my favorite song. I love that song.
Well, I want more music from the Brink, and I'm glad that you guys are in the process of making that happen. So, yeah, we're gonna do another one before y'all take off. But
Right on.
But I want to tell you, it's fantastic. I appreciate you coming down, and the music sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to a new record from these folks here
So am I.
within the next 6 months, maybe.
Yeah,
Certainly in the
for
next
sure-
year or so.
For sure 6 months.
For sure, 6 months.
All right, famous last words. I've heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
before. In fact, I'm wearing the Fried Crawdaddies T-shirt. In fact, if you ask those guys when their next record's coming out, they'll never give you a date. They will never make any commitment whatsoever. They'll say, it's coming out
It's an
sometime.
element of surprise.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So we've got time for a few more questions before you take off. So we didn't talk much about influences. So I know we could talk to all of you about that. But as a band, like, is there anyone that you listen to a lot of, or that you sort of think a lot about?
I think Alex says.
All right.
I got it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So what's kind of interesting about us as a band is all of us, like, we like the same music, but we're not, like, super into the same music. So
There's a crossover there that you all
there's-
kind of.
In my opinion, I don't really think there's necessarily one artist that we all, like, are influenced by. But, like, me and Allie, we love Paramore. I was just at a Paramore concert last night in
Nice.
Kansas.
Wow.
I love
How
Paramore.
was it?
It was amazing. Like, I've been listening to them since I was 7 years old.
Yeah, fantastic
14
band.
years.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got to see them for the first time, and they're a huge influence. Drumming style, vocals. That song we just played, I Wanted More.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of inspired by the song I Caught Myself by Paramore.
Very cool.
So
Okay.
I'd say Paramore's a pretty big influence for at least me and Allie in
All
our
right.
songwriting process.
And you got any comments, Jackson?
Not on Paramore. I also really like Paramore. I'm just listening.
Yeah. No, on your own though.
sure.
Like, who do you like?
So, okay, in terms of bass playing, I really love Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Oh, yeah.
and that's why I like octaves. So that Dave Matthews Band is probably my favorite band, and I'm also a really big fan of Aaron Cam and the One Drops, who is playing at Rose later.
Tonight.
Very good.
And
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. That's gonna be a great show tonight. All right, Ryan. Anybody?
I'm heavily influenced. All my guitar licks are from my old guitar teacher, Ian Eddy, and he's our mentor. He's kind of helping us with the recording project too. He's done a little bit of everything in the industry.
Ian Eddy.
Eddy.
He's a local guy.
I don't know if he's local. I know that he was over in O'Fallon for a while. He's done a whole lot of different things. He's been on tour for a couple bands, played in a group called Leo. Played with some people from like Breaking Benjamin and done tour stuff like that. He's a producer. I think last thing that I remember him doing was called Kevlar Soul Records. And he does everything. He does rap, hip hop, country, whatever, you name it. So he's a big influence. I like classic rock, 70s guy. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Enough said. Right.
Yep.
All right. What about you, Robin?
Well, I'd say as a composer, I try to listen to everything. At least try to find appreciation for all genres. But I am heavily influenced by jazz. So anything jazz inspired is probably what inspires my music. I listen to a lot of Mac Miller. I'd say like his inspiration for Frank Sinatra is just very inspiring to me. So a lot of stuff that he comes up with I think is just great, phenomenal. Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of his
Childish
stuff.
is great.
I don't know if you can hear that from what I play.
Amazing music videos as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Also a great actor.
Yeah.
Yep. But anything jazz or R&B is usually
Okay.
where I go.
All right. Right on. All right. Upcoming shows.
We have one tomorrow night, actually. We're playing Light the Dome from Azul. Ryan, what time does that start?
You caught me off guard. I can look if you want.
Seven.
It starts
sure.
at 7. So
Light the Dome.
Yeah.
it's
What's
a
the story
it's
with
a,
that?
Last year, Post Sex Nachos played it. This year, we're playing it, and I think it's the second year that it's.
Sex notch. This kills me.
So it's in front of
The
Jesse Hall.
The show actually starts
Traditions
at
Plaza.
Nice. Nice.
the show starts at 7:30, but people are welcome to come at 7. And I know that we'll be having a busy day with load-in and sound check, and I think we even have an interview prior to us going on stage. So.
I didn't know that.
Very cool. So that's tomorrow evening.
It's tomorrow evening, and it's to kick off Mizzou homecoming.
Right on.
We're gonna light the dome and celebrate.
Hell yeah!
Right behind Jesse Hall.
Traditions Plaza.
Okay, very cool. What else is on your agenda?
We're playing Rose Music Hall next month, correct?
Yeah,
with the Whips.
The Whips and Elephant Foot. Next
Nice.
month.
That'll be a great show.
That's gonna be a fun show.
Yeah. Shout out to Elephant Fit. Those guys are cool.
We love Elephant
Yeah,
Fit.
they were here a few weeks ago. I know you guys did a show with them recently, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
One more song.
Let's wrap it up. Let's do one more, and then we'll say our goodbyes. All right.
Let's do this.
All right, you guys, fantastic. We've got the Brink here with us. We're gonna get one more song from them. Sure appreciate you sharing the music with us this afternoon, and enjoy this one. You listen to it. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, and once again, this is the Brink.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's do it. This is Closer to Me.
Closer to Me by the Brink Como.
Alright. What's right is a clue. I'm magnifying close to you. I solved it early on. Can you correct me if I'm wrong? Yep. And I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling so darn good. Are you ready for tonight? It's tonight, yeah. I'm gonna keep that fever high. I see you, you see me, yeah. Now come on, slide across that sea, closer to me. Let me buy you a drink and tell me more of what you think. I'm seeing all the signs. I've got to read between the lines. Yeah. And it feels so right. It feels so darn good. Are you ready for tonight? Yes, tonight, yeah. I'm gonna keep that fever high. I see you, you see me, yeah. Now come on, slide across that sea. I've been waiting some time, yeah. I've never seen such a dime. I want you, you want me, yeah. You got me falling, feeling weak, close to me.
Oh yeah! Holy smokes! Fantastic! I love it.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Thank you very, very much. That was awesome, and thank you again.
Of course. Thank you for having us. It's been a blast.
The Brink, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Check them out. All right, hey Ryan. This is our last chance. What did I miss? Anything else that we want to mention?
I think you missed the part where I give you these sweatshirts of ours. If you want one, if any of you guys want one, we have 2 large Brink sweatshirts
Hell
that we
yeah.
hand screened in the studio.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can
we'll
get
wear them with pride. Yeah.
white with
with
black
pride.
or black with white.
All right, all right,
So-
all right. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate
Yep.
that.
And we got a sticker for you guys too if you want
that
to put
goes
that
on my
somewhere.
guitar case.
Very cool.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for having us. This was a pleasure.
All right. Once again, the Brink on the web at the Brink Como.
BrinkComo.official
For
on
our Instagram
Instagram.
handle.
Right.
Yes, please.
You can Google us, YouTube us, the Brink Como
Very good. And catch them tomorrow night.
at Traditions Plaza, Light the
Traditions
Dome.
Plaza, Light the
7:30.
Dome, 7:30.
It's a free concert, free event.
Free concert.
All right, and keep your eyes out and ears open for them out and about. If you get a chance to see them, they're fantastic, and I sure appreciate you coming down this afternoon. And if you ever need something, open door policy. Now, you just let me know, and we'll get you back on the air. And if you want to promote something, or if we got a show you want to talk about,
Absolutely.
or whatever, just say so.
I love it here. I'll come
All right.
back whenever.
Alex, it's really great to see you
Nice,
again.
thank you.
I'm thrilled to meet all of you, and Alex, great to see you again. Jackson, Ryan,
meet ya.
Robin, Allison.
Nice to meet you.
Thank
Thrilled
you.
to meet you. Okay. Take care, everyone. And the Brink, once again, check them out. Great stuff. And
thank you, Mike.
more stuff coming from them in the future. All right.
I dig it. Can you dig it?
We are going to get on out of here, I think. All right. Let's, what did we miss, Kurt? We got, well, that's it. Next week.
Are we already at the end of the show?
We are already at the end of the show. We're
We're just getting going.
We're gonna scoot out of here a little bit early, so we got plenty of time to get this equipment out of here, and we'll let Ross Shimba take over in a few minutes. All right, next week we are back with a yet to be named artist. I'm not sure who we're going to be with. We'll probably have a couple of surprises as we usually do, but in the next few weeks we've got Provoke the Colossus, Estrella, Ruby Lane will be with us, Derek Enyard, Nick Danger, as well as some of our regular guests. So my email address, Mike Hagan at MikeHagan.com, the website, MikeHagan.com, the podcast, check it out, subscribe, send me music if you'd like to appear on the show with Kurt and I here. We'd love to check it out, okay? And all right, that's what we got for you. We've been listening to Open Mic Radio right here on KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. I hope you all enjoy the weekend. Be cool to yourselves, be cool to other people, and stick around for Ross Shimba.
Yeah.
All right? We'll catch you all.
To one another.
We'll catch you all next week, all right? Kurt, let's get out of here.